Good morning. Guess what? We have some sun. There is sunlight today, which is such a nice break from the nearly 1 week of no sun at all. So I'm happy to be getting some natural vitamin D. And today we have a full English breakfast being made, courtesy of my full English husband. And we are Christmas jumpers galore. Today is a busy day. There's a lot of play rehearsals for the nativity that my children are involved in at church. So that's going to take up most of the day. And then we have to go into town later on this evening to do some Christmas present shopping with the family. I love it. It's a little tradition that we have. And so we'll show you some of the Christmas lights in the city that we go to. Right, let's get everybody up and going. Yeah, thingy-majigs are very essential to the functioning of So because of the sun, oh look at that, it's a blue sky. It's a blue sky. We're quickly going to take an hour to clear up the patio. So these were the leftover apples that we didn't quite manage to make it into preserving. So we're just going to clear this out, clean it up, tidy it up, and do a pressure wash and make it look nice and tidy in time for Christmas. This is a perfect day for it. Friends, I was outside in the garden and guess what I found? I found some lovely Phyllis bides. Look at that. How cute. No, sorry, this isn't Phyllis bide. This is Ghislaine de Feligonde. And they've just been sheltered just enough from the cold and the frost to have flowered. It's so cute. Let me show you the other bits of color that are in my garden at the moment. So this one is the rose called Ghislaine de Feligonde, which is a rambler, and it's very pretty. And this was first introduced in, I think, 1828, and it's a thornless variety. Mind you, they say it's thornless, but it does have these little prickles here. But how cute is that? There's some primulas over here. Most of them have been eaten up by something, but it's still a lovely spot of color. This is Erismum Mauve's ball, and so we still have just a little bit of it. And then alongside we have some winter jasmine and some lovely yellow. There's more of it over here. It's very subtle, but this one is around throughout winter, and though the flowers are small, the colors are much appreciated. And I also have some rose hips. Very pretty and good for the birds. This one's a sweet Carolina, a mini fuchsia. And so it's just got little spots of this really bright fuchsia pink across it, which is nice. The my bushes, They don't seem that flashy in summer because there's a lot of color competing with them, but in winter, when all the other flowers are no longer there, they add some nice vibrancy. And here's another Yunomai. In winter, it's just lovely to see these variegated leaves. And these are the flowers of the Mahonia. They start off as these lovely tiny little yellow flowers, and then they'll develop into these blue berries, these deep blue berries that the birds like to eat. And so that's another source of color. Okay, the patio has been cleaned and tidied now, which is much better to look at than what it was before. The only thing that I now have to do regards the patio is to get the windows cleaned, but I think that's going to have to be another day. Okay, I've done as much stuff as I can do outside in the garden. It had to be a very super quick do and dash, if that makes sense, where I wasn't aiming for perfection, so to speak. It was more of a case of done is better than perfect. I'm sitting down for a snack now. My kids have gone off to do the play rehearsals. I'm going to be picking them up, and then we are going to go into the city center for a bit of shopping. I'm pan frying some beef to make some chili. This is going to be for Monday's meal. Tonight we've got some pizzas going. Okay, so I'm gonna put the beef mince into my slow cooker. It's a very simple chili that will go with jacket potatoes or tortillas and sour cream. Okay, and then I'm going to add some chopped tomatoes. Mix that. A couple of OXO cubes. I love using the slow cooker because it just gets things going, and you just leave them in there and they'll have a lovely flavor. But I find that you have to sear the meat first. Without searing the meat, I find that it can get quite soggy. So I always sear the meat. Okay, and this is going to be a lovely beefy thing, and that's going to go for about 4 hours. So I bought some of the cheeses that we're going to be having for Christmas. So I thought it would be fun to show you which cheeses I'm going to be having for the cheese board. I'm a huge fan of making a nice cheese board for Christmas. So let's go. For the cheese board this Christmas, I've got some French brie. This is always a good one. It's very popular with the children. It's popular with my father-in-law, and they love it. It goes really well with grapes and with pears in particular, because the hardness of the pear contrasts very nicely with the softness of the French brie. I always get it in the wheels because this is the top most eaten cheese on my cheese board. The next thing that I like on the cheese is a cheese that I discovered about 6 years ago. It's called a manchego, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So it's a rich buttery flavor, and it has got a hint of nut to it, which is why it goes really well with macadamia nuts or walnuts, as well as something like a nice crisp red apple goes beautifully with this. So I have two of these here, and they will go well. The other things that I like is to always have some of the blue vein cheeses. They are very full flavored and they melt in your mouth. This year I've got a Bleu d'Auvergne, which is the European one, and the Stratford Blue, which is the one that's made in England. I haven't tried this one before. I'm going to see how it goes, and I'm hoping to get my hands on some Harrogate Blue, which is a really lovely one. And then I also have logs of soft goat's cheese. These go really well. Goat's cheese is really good if you have even a little bit of mild lactose intolerance, which I tend to have. So I tend to go for the harder cheeses as well. So we have the soft goat cheese. These also go very, very quickly because they're soft cheeses. They're very easy to eat and they are mild. And I also have a red Leicester. Red Leicester always goes really well with fruit cake. And I also have some more red Leicester. And that's all of the cheeses that I'm hoping will be enough for about 12 people, along with the crackers that I already got. Oh, and last but not least, I nearly forgot, it's this Shropshire potted blue. I've never had a potted cheese before, so I'm quite keen to try this out. I mean, cheeses are really just, they just taste really good, particularly in winter. So I have no doubt that this is going to be a good one. And I'm also getting a lovely ceramic jar out of it. Guess whose birthday it is today?
Mine. Ours.
How old are you guys turning?
11.
Are you excited about your birthday presents? Yeah. I love your dresses. I really, really do. And see the sequins? Really beautiful. And lovely embroidery as well. Right, well, we need to get ready to go. There's my little crew. There's an Audi. And there's, huh?
It's the wide stuff.
Very expensive lifestyle.
This actually
Ozzy, smile. Smile. I'm trying to take a picture. Smile.
It just doesn't work like that.
What's that one?
I can't
Sides.
smile. It just looks so good. I smile when I'm happy.
Yeah, that's because it's just nice and pure beef. We're making the gingerbreads finally. We're in two teams. The twins are doing the house. The boys are doing the train. What happened to these ones? Were they like this?
Yeah,
They're supposed to be like that.
Oh, okay. That's it. This is one of the Christmas traditions that we have, making a gingerbread house. But this time they were selling 2 packs in Costco, so I bought 2 of them. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what you do with that train, guys.